Alright, howdy folks, here for yet another M19 draft. I know it's just the most exciting thing you've ever seen. Yeah, Chromium is a pretty big bomb. You know, you gotta make them work color-wise, but we can do it. Flash 7/7, so that's pretty good, and then it's rather hard to kill. So I think I'm in for that. There are some other good cards in this pack, like Lich's Caress and Vigilant Baloth, both solid cards. I'd be happy to first pick either of those, really. I mean, Lich's Caress would be better than the Vigilant Baloth, I think. But yeah, let's take Chromium and see what we can do. Alright. So I think it's fairly easy Fel Spectre here. He's a good card. You can't complain about him. And he's one of the three colors that we start with, so that's also always good. So let's take Fel Spectre. Not a lot of other amazing cards in that pack, really. Alright, so if we are Esper Control, then Salvager of Secrets is probably a card we're interested in, except I didn't notice we had Luminous Bonds, so I'm going to take Luminous Bonds. One thing we'll be on the lookout for this draft, much more than normal, is dual lands, just because we started with this three-color card that we really want to play. So even Manolith would be quite a good pickup. But definitely Luminous Bonds here. It's a quite solid card. So yeah. Okay. So, we want dual lands, but not that badly. I think the best card for us here is going to be Essence Scatter. It goes well in a blue-based control deck. We don't really want to be like evenly split between the three colors, but I'm definitely going to take it here. We could wind up like splashing the Luminous Bonds and just be like blue-black, splashing the Luminous Bonds and Chromium, something like that. Fel Spectre I'm a little bit less excited about splashing. But yeah, let's take Essence Scatter here. Okay. So here we have either Gallant Cavalry, which is a card I like. It's not, you know, control deck doesn't come to mind when you think of Gallant Cavalry, but it's still fine in that because it's giving you a couple bodies that hold down the fort. Or we can just grab a Divination. Divination is kind of a payoff card for having a good control deck. I think I'll take Divination here. It's because I like myself a Divination, and I mean Gallant Cavalry is just kind of an okay card for the control deck. Like it's totally playable, but maybe we can do better. Alright, what do we got here? This guy is a reasonable blocker. Can provide you a win con later on if we don't draw Chromium. I don't really see anything else I'd like to take here, so I think I'll just take Suspicious Bookcase. There are some like artifact synergies, I guess. Not really going to be aggressively going after those. But I don't really want Gearsmith Guardian or Mind Rot this early, so I think I'll just take Suspicious Bookcase. Ooh, okay. We got a dual land there, which would be nice. But I think I will take another Essence Scatter. It's just such a nice card. The Blue Doomblade, as they say. We'd also like Snapping Drakes. We've passed a couple Snapping Drakes, but we've been taking Essence Scatters over them. But we'd be very happy to play one or two Snapping Drakes in our deck. And yeah, hopefully we get back one of those dual lands. I feel like the AIs don't draft the dual lands very high, so it's definitely possible. Man, Millstone. Can we be that kind of control deck? We could be, but we don't have to be. I'm going to take it, but I doubt we're going to play it, so I don't know if we're actually going to take it. It is an artifact, I guess, if we wanted some artifact synergies. Because I'm just not that excited by a Vampire Neonate. Especially if blue's going to be one of our main colors. I mean, it does block. If we want to block, that's 3 toughness. So it's something. Millstone just doesn't impress me, to be honest. It's not a good card. It's very slow. I don't think we want to really play a Loxodon on Linebreaker. Is that what he's called? Yeah, Linebreaker. Alright, I'm going to take the Millstone, but I really doubt we're going to play it. Maybe if we've just got a lot of Artifacts Matter synergy, we would play it. Alright, I think here we do want to take the Drake. I might be somewhat tempted by Omen Speaker, but we've already got one 2-drop Defender guy, and it's not that important to have that many of them. There's just not a lot of super aggro decks in this format. Alright, so we really haven't settled on our second color here. But the only card we conceivably play is the two-headed zombie, who really wouldn't be that good in our deck. But you never know. Sometimes you just need a dude. So we could kind of try to make this work. He's quite good if you can trigger him. That's a good rate if you get to draw the card off him. I don't think we're probably missing out too much on Tolarian Scholar, so we'll just see if that works out. Alright, cool, we got a dual land back. Can we get that other dual land back? I guess it was the next pack? Pretty unlikely, but you never know. Alright, well we got one dual land. We kind of want like 3 dual lands probably. Alright, so like whatever. Well, if we're white and black, 2/4 flyer is not bad. Don't really have anything that goes with them quite yet. I don't think, right? We don't have any life gain. But, like, what else are we taking? I think we'll take them. Maybe we can make that work. Well, white-black card in particular is really going to up the value of the dual lands in our deck. So we're going to be on the... Because we're looking to just be, like, almost more evenly... Why isn't that going the right spot? Alright, this card's insane. Perfect in a control deck. There's really not much else to say. This just... just totally single-handedly will win the game. Draws you a couple extra cards every turn. Well, I guess we'll probably wheel the Meandering River. I don't think the AIs value them very highly. We'd also play the Thopter Pioneer, I guess. And there's a couple other cards we'd consider, but this card's straight up bomb. Alright, I do like myself a Metamorphic Alteration. And there's not a lot of competition for it. Like, the Skeleton Archer's okay. But, yeah, I like Metamorphic Alteration. It does things. Can nerf their dudes, turn them into a Suspicious Bookcase, or turn your Suspicious Bookcase into a less suspicious bookcase. Okay, I think here is a good time to pick up Manolith. So we'll help with our Scholar of the Stars, if that can actually be a thing. And it ramps us into our big stuff, it fixes our mana, so a lot of things going for it. Snapping Drake, we wouldn't mind a second one, but we've already got one, so it's not a super high priority. We could just try to be the dedicated mill deck, I suppose. How viable is that actually to do? It's a good question. Because like the other option would be Skeersmith, but not amazing. It is an artifact though. Would mix. I just don't think we want that. I just don't think it's very good. I'm not that excited by Anticipate. It's just pretty whatever. I guess this triggers our Bloodlord, but I mean that's a thing, I guess. I'm not that excited by it though. Kind of just want to take the Gearsmith Guardian. Yeah, I don't think we want the Psychic Corrosion. I just don't think that's a very good plan, huh? To play a bunch of do-nothing mill cards. I think we could be interested in a Wall of Mist. He's alright. Turns on our Gearsmith Guardian, obviously holds down the fort. He's something we can put Metamorphic Alteration on to copy something big if they play it. Yeah, I think that will be the plan. Totally Lost is not bad either, but we do have a lot of 5-drops already. I don't know, we'll probably get Wall of Mists. I feel like these tend to go pretty late from the AI too, but I think I'll take... I talked myself into taking Totally Lost too. Ooh, okay, I think we got to take Meandering River here. This guy's not that good in our deck yet. We've only got 3 artifacts really, because I don't think we're going to play Millstone. So yeah, I think we'll take the river. Alright, does this do anything in our deck? Sorta. I think I'll take it. I don't really want a second totally lost, and I'm in Fuel Creeper. Not too interested in that. We'll see if we can make it work. If we have to cut it, no big deal. Makes it a little bit easier if we're 3 colors that we get to get enough playables. Alright, I guess there's World. This makes a cut. Alright, well, we have another Meandering River, which we're going to take. At some point, we'll probably get a Wall of Mist, but I'm not that worried about it. Alright, I'll play Tolarian Scholar. Turns on our Gearsmith Guardian and just is a dude for our curve. We could play this card. Like I said, it turns on Regal Bloodlord. Alright, there is a Wall of Mist if we want it. Alright, I kind of like the way this deck looks. Ooh, Psychic Symbiont. Sign me up. That's pretty perfect for what this deck wants to do. A couple other okay cards. We'd play probably another Divination. I mean, we definitely play another Divination, but yeah, I definitely would take the Symbiont here. Okay. Can we make the Aerial Engineer work? Probably. What would be the other option? Like nothing really. So we'll play the Aerial Engineer. Might be looking to cut Two-Headed Zombie. Not too excited by that card in this deck. We're looking already at 22 playables, so I kind of like where we're at in that regard. Yeah, nothing here that tempts me really over the Submerged Boneyard. It's possible we play the Flash 3-drop. It's not bad with like Essence Scatter just to be able to still use your mana if you don't have a good opportunity to Essence Scatter. Okay. So a couple different options here. Skyscanner seems like he's probably the pick. I don't mind the 2-mana 1/3, even though he's not, he's never going to pump anything because there's hardly anything to pump with him. Mirror Image, I don't know. We just don't have that many good guys to copy. Obviously, it'd be nice to copy him, but might have to run him out before that. I think I like this. He turns on our Aerial Engineer, our One with the Machine, and our Scholar of the Stars. So those are all things. All right. Are we just in for another Aerial Engineer here? Seems like we probably are. We'd definitely like to get a Thopter Engineer, or whatever that card's called. I don't think it's called that. We are missing out on like another Divination, which could be the pick. I don't think we're going to play this Zombie. Whatever we're doing. It's actually tough. Yeah, I think I like Aerial Engineer well enough. Like, I would like to know that we're getting another artifact, and we can't know that. Because right now we've only got 4, right? Maybe I think we just take Divination. We kind of have enough win conditions. The Regal Bloodlord's kind of crappy in our deck, but might just be in for the 2/4 flyer. Okay, so there is the Apparatus, which turns on our Aerial Engineer and our Scholar of the Stars. Doesn't really turn on our One with the Machine. We could just take a dual land and just not have to really worry about mana at all. Huh. Good question. A cancel wouldn't be the absolute worst in this deck either. Good question. So as far as cards we'd cut, Revitalize would be one of them. We might even cut Regal Bloodlord, to be honest. I actually don't know on this pick. There's a few good options. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be the Explosive Apparatus. Man, there's a lot of justify several of these cards. All right, I think I'm gonna take the mana and hope I don't regret it. Sort of don't mind Anticipate here. It does help us kind of connect some of our cards. I don't know if we're really gonna have room for it or not, but we could. Not a big fan of Sleep in this kind of deck because we're just so defensive. I think it's more likely we play a third Divination. Alright, I think we're in for an Omen Speaker, but we got a lot of cuts we're going to have to make, so we'll see how that all shakes out. Probably not getting anything relevant in these last picks. Snapping Drake. We'll see where that lines up. Ooh, cancel. Okay. Yeah, we gotta make some deck building decisions here for sure. So it's got us with 17 lands in the Manolith. I think that's okay. We don't have a crazy high curve. I think Revitalize can go. I'm not that excited to play the 5-mana 2/4 flyer because Revitalize our 1 life gain card. So I think we could cut that guy. I don't think we need him to win. Man, yeah, we got a lot of kind of... The artifacts, like, as usual, didn't really pan out. But I guess it's still okay. I think... What do we want to do? Maybe Scholar of the Stars can be cut. He's not often going to be drawing a card. Like a 4-mana 3/2 is not as bad as you might think, though. If you do draw a card, it's pretty nice. Anticipate would also be a cuttable card. Let's just take all the cards that are, you know, conceivably cuttable out. One with the Machine's probably cut, because it's just unlikely to actually hit for very much. So we could just cut these 5 cards. How would our deck look? Probably need to cut one of these defensive cards. Like Wall of Mist. So if we cut Wall of Mist, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things that turn on him, which is okay. What will we put back in? Probably Anticipate. And so we just cut these 5 cards. I think I'm good with cutting these 5 cards. I mean, the deck looks pretty decent. If this guy's a 3/5, it's pretty fun. We got 4 ways to turn this guy on. 4-mana 2/4 is definitely not a card you're looking to play, but does something. All right, I think we'll go with this. See how it goes. Definitely an interesting deck that we've drafted. Let's fix this camera so you can see my beautiful face as I'm being lazy and reclining here. All right, up against King Queso 66. All right, seems reasonable. I guess I didn't talk much about whether or not we should play Cancel, but I think I like having access to that in this deck. So let's just go ahead and get down this totally harmless bookcase. Sure. Alright, now we're just looking to get down our Manolith, ramp a little bit. We can play Snapping Drake and Meandering River next turn, most likely. And then hold up Cancel for some of his later plays. Alright, I don't mind that. So do we want to trade Snapping Drake for Bogart Brute? Answer is probably. Let's hope he doesn't have a Titanic Growth. That'd be awkward. Alright, it does kill both of our guys, so that does suck. Alright, the only good news is we are getting close to being able to Chromium. I don't really want to turn his Bogart Brute into a Druid of the Cal, though. It might be okay. That's really all I got to do. Yeah, I guess we're just passing here. I don't know, maybe I am supposed to turn him into a Bogart, or turn the Bogart Brute into Druid of the Cal, just to try to survive. Because if I get Chromium down, because otherwise I'm taking 6. Alright, I don't like it, but hopefully not ramping him into a 7-drop here. I mean, I've got cancel, obviously, but alright, I think Copter can resolve. Hopefully he's got a good 4-drop that we get a counter here. Alright, looks like he's just smashing. Definitely not the best use of Metamorphic, but it's what we got. Alright, well, it didn't draw land. So just taking 5. We'll Essence Scatter that. And hopefully draw land this coming turn. That would be ideal. Alright, well, it's technically a land. Maybe I don't know. It's hard to say that I should have played my cancel. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get this guy down. He's potentially holds back a lot of his stuff. Alright, he's got Plummet. I guess better on him than my Chromium, though. I don't know if Chromium's going to be enough, because we're going to take 5 here, go to 4. I guess it will be if he doesn't have anything else to add to the board, which he doesn't. So might have a chance. Alright, so now we do die. Yeah, we just die. Well, let's see if he attacks with everything. Yeah, so we are dead. So I guess we would have had a chance if we had cast Cancel instead of Essence Scatter, but I think that only matters if we draw specifically a tap land. So hard to say that was a mistake. Alright, I'm in for this hand. Seems like it's the sort of thing our deck is doing. Alright, he's got a 2/3 defender here. Alright, so then our play next turn is probably just going to be the Scholar, I think. This gives us a little bit of defense. And then I guess we just divination next turn if we don't draw untapped land. If we do draw an untapped land, I think we'll get down the... That's a good question. Wow, he's got another one of those. Don't know if he knows that that card's not that good. Well, do we want a divination here? I think we do. Like, we could hold up Essence Scatter, obviously. But I'm guessing this is better. I assume he's got a lot of auras in his deck if he's playing those guys, so I was thinking maybe he just casts an aura and then holding up Essence Scatter looks really dumb. Alright, well, that would have been a fine one to Essence Scatter. Okay. So we can just play the Drake here. Yeah, I guess the play is just Drake here. It defends pretty well against this stuff. Let's hope it works out. I'm kind of worried if he ever gets those 2/3s going. I guess. I don't know how really afraid I should be. If you're playing 2 of those guys, you gotta have some enchantments, right? That would have been a good one to... So what does it actually do? Alright, well I guess we just get down Snapping Drake and hold up Essence Scatter. And then hopefully we can get him with Chromium. That is my hope. If he's got nothing in hand, he probably just activates Jenna Wishes. Ooh, Cage. Alright, that's pretty good. Ooh. Not sure why he didn't attack. Almost makes me wonder, should I just play Patient Rebuilding here? Not sure why he's not attacking. The sooner I get that going, the better. And then I also have Essence Scatter up. And he might have Essence Scatter up. Which Chromium's uncounterable, so it wouldn't matter. So I mean, this mills him 4 a turn, so that puts him on a pretty swift clock. Alright. I mean... Oops. Yeah, let's just get Patient Rebuilding done. Alright, he's activating that. Alright. So he's going to cast that. So is this on the stack? Alright, let's go ahead and counter it. See how aggressive he wants to be here. Alright, no blocks. Alright, so we just draw 3 cards. That's fine by me. Oh boy. So what do we want to do here? So we've got 8 lands. I'm guessing we just want to play Chromium and get him that way. But we do have other options that are a little bit more conservative, I guess. But I think we just want to play Chromium. Alright, he's activating Gin of Wishes. That resolves. Hit an island, okay. Alright, that resolves. Alright, so he's jamming. That resolves. Let's go ahead and play Chromium. Oh, look at that sick animation. So we gotta eat this guy, and then I guess we eat this guy, and then we're taking just 4 damage. You block you. Alright. My turn. So he's got 15 cards in yard, only draw 1 there. But it's gonna be hard to lose now. So I guess let's play Suspicious, Bookcase, and Aerial Engineer. And then we'll have a rather large flying force. I don't think there's any real reason we need to attack. We're milling him for 4 turns, so I think he's gonna die roughly the same time we'd kill him anyway. So let's just do that, and then we can anticipate into turn. I think it's right. Maybe there's some line where we're... Maybe there's some line where we do attack, like we turn this guy into a 4/4 flyer, but man, looks like it was too much. Alright, level up. Got, was that 8 uncommon wild cards? Not bad. 5 orbs. That's a lot of orbs. I wonder if orbs do anything after you're out of orbs to use. Oh, I guess this means we just get all the orbs. Finish out your tree, I guess, when you hit whatever level we are. We're masters of the mastery tree. True masters. Yeah, deck looked pretty good there. That is for sure. Chromium will do that. Chromium plus patient rebuilding, some pretty gigantic bombs. Alright, this hand, not really feeling it. Hopefully don't have to explain why. Our mana ain't doing it. Got some good cards though. Oh. They apparently have a tough choice with their mulligan. mulligan. Alright, this hand looks pretty good though. I'm gonna say no. If he's aggressive, we don't really need 8 mana's worth of card that's just puts cards in our hand. Alright. Guess we're supposed to lead with the Meandering River. I don't think it matters too much. Alright, definitely going to place Submerged Boneyard here. Firing off Anticipate right away is not too big a deal, and I think I want to play Manolith next turn. Alright, let's see if he's doing it with that card. Yeah, I think I just want to play the Manolith here. Alright, so we've got 5 mana to spend. I kind of don't hate playing Sky Scanner and then turning his boar into a Sky Scanner. So I think we'll do that. And then I'm happy to trade. Next turn we're looking at what? All right. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna Luminous Bonds and then Luminous Bonds that... Should we Anticipate first? Well, I guess we're not doing that. That's how I clicked. I have a feeling we're not going to take a land off it. But I guess it is possible. But he might play around Essence Scatter, so I think I won't. Pretty low chance that we would take a land, so I think it's better to play it this way. It also only really matters if we take a land if we also draw another land. Alright, that card is not very good. Good thing we played that before we played our Fell Spectre, though. Alright, I think we want Essence Scatter here. I think we want a Divination now. We can take another hit for 2. Because we do want to draw a land. So what does this become, a 4/4 Angel? Alright, good to know. Yeah, I think we're fine just Essence Scattering his play here. Hopefully Essence Scattering his play. Hopefully it's some big beefy 7-drop, hopefully. Oh, he's playing the Oakenform post-combat. Ugh. Do I want to Essence Scatter that? I almost kind of do. Just to use it. Nah, I don't think I do. There's going to have to be a better target for that at some point. So if that was his best play, then I think what I want to do is just totally lost his guy. It doesn't let us do anything else, unfortunately, but I just don't really want to take a hit. So I guess we'll totally lost his guy. Do we just want to totally lost his guy now? And then that way he just draws the Satyr Enchanter, which is probably not a very good draw. Because we're not that concerned with, like, making him... like, countering it, because it's just a 2/2. And he seemingly didn't have, like, a better play. Okay. So... I think we'll just go ahead and play Fel Spectre here. Probably gets an okay card out of his hand. Maybe. It might just have a land, but... Alright, we got a Rabid Bite. It's pretty good. And then we get to Essence Scatter something. Hopefully. Yeah. No, thank you. Alright, so we can just get Chromium down. We do have to keep in mind that if we kill one of his guys, it will be... Yeah, I think we don't. I think we just play Suspicious Bookcase and Snapping Drake. Because then this will stop all the bleeding. I guess we could play the 5/5, but then that lets him block it, so... Let's just play Snapping Drake. Because Snapping Drake can start attacking. Okay, I'm fine with that. Now I can't really attack. Ooh, or can he? Alright, well, probably gonna have to eat that with Chromium. Kind of pointless attacks with these guys, but I guess plays around us jump blocking. Not much reason to not do it. So we're at 4 now. Alright, let's just play our land and we'll pass. And we're gonna have to eat his Herald of Faith. Oaken Form on the 5/5. That resolves. So do we just eat the 5/5 then? And like chump block? That means he's gonna have 2 4/4s next turn, so I guess no. So block here. And he blocks this. Alright. Like this is right. Yeah. Because we can eat the 5/5. We can get the 5/5 with the Gearsmith Guardian, hopefully. Alright, let's just play the Gearsmith Guardian. I think we also play the land. He's probably not playing around anything at this point. And with Divination and stuff, always hard to know to keep. I think we have 1 more Divination left. Alright, that guy doesn't affect anything this minute. Ooh, Psychic Symbiont. I don't mind that. And a Patient Rebuilding, huh? Well, I can certainly be patient. Don't think we got any attacks here. I don't think he's got an attack, right? be a bold move. He's getting close to having some attacks, though. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we're just playing both these cards for sure. Doesn't really matter the order, I don't think. I guess we want cancel. So let's just think about this. So his attacks next turn, he's gonna swing with everything. It does give his guys trample. We block like the 5/5, 3/3, 1/3. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be real rough. But I guess if we survive, then I guess we want cancel. So yeah, let's do it. I mean, I think we will survive the attack. This guy blocks there. I don't know, actually. So we block. Alright. It's going to make it a little harder. Alright, he's just letting us go. That's good news. We didn't get any cards off that. It's a little bit unfortunate, but I guess if he didn't want to attack last turn, then he's probably not going to attack this turn if we get a cancel whatever he does. It's pretty dicey if he does attack. Like, I actually don't know how it goes. Yeah, he'll cancel it. Yeah, I really don't know how this goes if he attacks. We're so low. Like he's thinking about it. So we block there. We block there. And then I think we do survive. But man, it's really close. It's really close. I don't know that we survive. He has to attack with Satyr Enchanter if he attacks, for sure. If he doesn't attack with Satyr Enchanter, we'll live. So he's doing the math. So we block there. And yeah, so he's attacking with everything. Alright, so definitely making this block. Definitely making this block. Yeah, I don't think we do survive, right? Because we can block the 6 here. Yeah, we don't survive. So we block the 6 here. And we're still taking 5 this way. And I don't think there's any better way to block. I guess we can not block. No, I mean, it's blocking 5. Yeah, that's the best we're going to do as far as blocks. So we still die. Exact lethal. Unfortunate. It's a close one. Damn. Well, we're 1 and 2. Let's see if we can rattle off some more. It's some tricky sequencing there. But definitely opponent had some powerful cards. Yeah, I think we keep this. We have to anticipate to find us another land if needed. And then, as long as we find the land, Manolith, I think will get us the rest of the way there. Alright. Assuming a blue deck, Fountain of Renewal is not very good, but maybe he's just got all that artifact synergy, who knows. So just taking a land here for sure. I need a. I guess we don't really need a black source because we got the Manolith. Probably just gonna slam Patient Rebuilding next turn unless he does something that really makes us do something. Also plays around Essence Scatters and such. So I think I'll just play Patient Rebuilding. Oh, does he have cancel? How unfortunate he's got canceled. Alright, well, this is suddenly not going too well. I guess we just play the Symbiont here. Even though it's going to get just tapped down. So we go to 11. Yeah, we're going to need to draw like Luminous Bonds or something for Stag, I think, to have a chance. This guy Spirit? No. Seems like it could be, right? Alright, yeah, I guess we just play this guy. No, we play Snapping Drink. Because that means we'll have one guy who can trade with his Stag if he doesn't have anything to say about it. It could make it not be able to be blocked. Should probably be a little awkward for us. But at least then he's not adding anything to the board, but I mean, that could be good enough. Alright, just get in for 2. Can kind of live with that. Mentor of the Meek, not one I'm too happy to see. I'll make him discard. And we're just gonna pass. Alright, he's got Bugler. He's gonna draw him a card, plus maybe draw him a card. Be nice if he doesn't hit off Bugler, since that'll be a 2/2 or whatever, plus a card off Mentor of the Meek. Alright, well, I got it. Sky Spirit? No, of course not. I guess we can just kill this thing. That might be the play. Because that guy's going to threaten to just get in the Stag, too. As much as I'd like to make his Mentor of the Meek not a Mentor of the Meek, I don't think we have that luxury. Can we get in for 3 here? Probably not. He's at 25. He's getting a life every turn, and we're on a razor's edge. How do you turn off auto stacking of triggers? Auto order triggered abilities. I guess I want to not auto assign combat damage either. Wait, what did he cast? I'm so confused. Why can't he attack or block? Oh, because he cast Luminous Bonds on it, obviously. So we're going to 2. Alright, Divination. Could be something. Well, doesn't seem like we're dying immediately, I guess. Probably reasonable to pop his Fountain of Renewal now. I shouldn't do that. Yeah, I guess I'm good to let that resolve. Gotta counter that. I guess block like this and go to 1. Oh wait, no, we just die. Because math. Alright. For some reason I thought we were at 4, but I guess I forgot we took that 1 damage. So another 1 and 3, so that's rather unfortunate. But I guess that's how it goes sometimes. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later.